Okay, the graph. On a coordinate grid below, the function p of x is graphed. The function m of x is equal to negative 2p of x minus x. Don't get scared here, guys. This isn't as bad as it looks. Graph and label m of x. So the first thing you want to do is decide what p of x is. So p of x, I see, has a slope of 2. And, no, I'm sorry, a y-intercept of 2. And it has a slope of 2 up and 1 over. So p of x is equal to 2x plus 2. And now we need to start looking at what m of x is. So we know that m of x is equal to negative 2 p of x's. So here's p of x, so negative 2 times what p of x is minus x. And then you just need to simplify that. So that is negative 4x. That is negative 4 minus x. And then we would combine like terms, and we would get negative 5x take away 4 for m of x. So if you're doing this on your own and that was a little quick, make sure to just go back and pause the video as needed. But we now need to graph this, so we'd go down 4, and then has a slope of negative 5. So going down 5 and 1 over is in the wrong direction. So I would do the opposite, which is this way. And then basically here, this is m of x. Okay, number 10. Write the explicit function for c of x and d of x. And emphasize the shift left. We are not going to do this unit. That will be taught another time. So this time, I just want you guys to write what these are in slope-intercept form. So c of x has a slope of negative 1/3. So c of x equals negative 1/3 x plus 2. And d of x is negative 1/3 x plus 1. Okay, to the back, which is quite a long portion. Maria and Aaliyah are having a Fitbit competition. They are tracking their numbers of steps each day for a month. The table below shows the number of steps they each had accumulated up until the last week in the month, as well as the amount of steps they took each day during the last week of the month. And then we have all their data. So basically, look at this as their starting value, and then we're kind of evaluating what happened this last week. So what is Maria's steps per day average in the last week of the month? Well, you would go through and see what she's doing each time for Maria, and she is adding 9,500 steps on the Fitbit each day. And you would do the same thing for Aaliyah, and you would get the same thing. She's also going up 9,500. Now it gets a little trickier. Let's call Maria's function m of x and Aaliyah's a of x. Makes sense? With respect to the last week of the month, write Maria's function as a translation of Aaliyah's function. Okay, so here I would write Maria's function, m of x, is going to equal Aaliyah's. They're the same in the way that they have the same slope, but they started the week at different places. So Maria started with 168,000, but Aaliyah only started with 167,350, which is 650 fewer steps. So Maria's function equals Aaliyah's function plus 650. D. Write the slope-intercept form for m of x, where x is the number of days Maria counted her steps in the last week of the month, and m of x is the total steps Maria took the entire month. So m of x would equal the slope of 9,500x plus her start value of 168,000. And then a of x down here that you need to do for Aaliyah. Same slope, but take her start value of, what was it, 167,350. Okay, And that is that study guide. So make sure to go over all 3. It will be a 2-day test, and I just want to make sure you have plenty of time to do it, but make sure that you study as well.